So we shall discuss our homework first and then we'll move ahead, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Just give me a second. Did you do your homework, Aswan? Did you find any problems in that?
Ma'am, in the homework I did and I submitted, but the first question I don't understand that much.
Okay, you are not able to understand that much. Just give me a second. I'll open your PDF and then we'll start discussing the homework.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, man. So I can see your homework. So the first question is that first question you've written, I don't understand. Okay. The first question says the square of which of the following numbers would be an odd number or an even number and why? So Aswan, I guess we studied this thing. I told you that in order to find the square of any number, what we do is to find the last digit of that number. What do we do? If I want to, for example, I ask you, what will be the last digit of the square of 27? So what will be the last digit of square of 27?
Ma'am,
Can you see the screen as well? Please just
yes,
confirm. Okay, fine. So what will be the square of 27?
ma'am, the last digit of the 27. So we have to do the last digit equals to 7 square.
Yeah.
So 7 square equals to 49. So the last digit will become 49.
Yeah. So I don't know what my answer is, but I surely know that the last digit of 27 square will come out to be 9. So is 9 an odd number or an even number?
Odd number.
Yeah, it is an odd number. So similarly, you can do such questions as well. See, the first question is, the first question is 727. So just tell me what will be the last digit of 727 square?
Ma'am, 9.
Yeah, it will be 9. So is 9 an odd number or an even number?
Odd number.
Yeah, so this answer will be an odd number. Okay. Similarly, the next question, 158. What will be the last digit of 158 square?
4.
Yeah, 4. Because 8 is the 64. Now, is 4 an even number or an odd number?
Even.
Yeah, it is an even number. So what is the answer? Is the complete answer an even number or an odd number?
Even.
Yeah, very good. It's even number. Now, you are supposed to tell me the answer of third and fourth question yourself. 269 square and 1980 square.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
I sent you the homework. You can check from there as well. It's 269 and 1980. 269 and 1980. What will be the squares of these numbers? Will they be even or odd? Tell me.
Ma'am, 269 will become odd number because last digit will become 1.
Yeah, very good. And
And and for 0 square is equals to 0, so last digit is 0, so it is an even number.
okay, very good. So that's how we can solve such questions. Now we come to the second question. What will be the number of zeros in the square of the following numbers? So you have to tell me that when I do 60 square, what will be the number of zeros in 60 square? So what is 60 square?
Ma'am, 60 square is 3600.
But you have written 1300.
1300.
Yeah. The PDF that you've uploaded, you've written 1300 in that.
Wait, ma'am, I'll go grab the paper and
Please check that. Why have you written 1300? Aswin, your camera is supposed to be on in the entire
yes, ma'am,
class.
yes.
Yeah, so please don't put it off. Is it any conceptual error or have you written it by mistake? Are you not
Ma'am,
able to, if you're not able to understand, then I can just go through it once again. So just tell me, have you
I
written it?
understood, ma'am. Ma'am, I understood. By mistake, I wrote
Yeah, it's by
1300.
okay, then no problem. So see, the square of 60 shall be 3600. So the number of zeros will be 2. But see, in order to do this question, you can also do like this. Whenever I have to find the number of squares, number of zeros in the square of any answer. For example, look into the screen. If I write 60 square, okay. Now, you don't have to solve the entire thing. Okay. What you are going to do is just see how many zeros are here. How many zeros are there in this number?
1.
1 0. So if there is 1 0, so on squaring, the number of zeros shall become double. So if there's 1 0 over here, the answer shall contain 2 zeros. I do not know what the answer is, but I just know that it is going to have 2 zeros. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Similarly, if I write 12900 square, see now this is a pretty big number, right? 12,900 square. It's very time consuming to solve the entire thing. So instead of solving the entire thing, what you can do is just count how many numbers are there, how many zeros are there. I'm sorry.
Ma'am, 2 zeros.
Yeah, very good. 2 zeros. So if the question has 2 zeros, how many zeros will be there in the answer?
4.
Yeah, there will be 4 zeros. Okay. So answer shall contain 4. See, the question that I gave you in homework, it is only asking you to find the number of zeros. So you do not have to worry about the answer. You do not have to.
Ma'am, I knew this pattern that the number of zeros in the question will become double in the answer, but I just wrote the answer.
Yeah, very good if you've written the answer, but I'm just telling you that you do not have to calculate the answer in your exam because it's very time consuming to solve the entire thing and then write the complete answer. Instead of that, in order to save time, just write what is asked in the question. Just write only
Okay.
that. Okay, but very good.
Okay.
You've done it nicely. Okay, just give me a second. Ammar has joined. So, Ammar, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please put on your camera.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Okay, Ammar. So, we are discussing the homework. Were you able to solve the homework? You haven't submitted your homework?
I will do it now. I just got the portal.
Ammar, you are supposed to submit your homework before the next class. So this homework I gave you in the previous class, so you were supposed to submit it before today. From next time, please do submit your homework on time because in every class we are supposed to discuss the homework, right? So please submit the homework before starting the next class. You can just listen here. We are discussing Asfan's homework. So please pay attention. You can learn few questions. If there will be any doubt, I'll discuss with you in tomorrow's session. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
But please submit your homework before tomorrow's session. Okay, Aswan. So next question is also clear. Now we come to the third one. How many natural numbers lie between 9 square and 10 square and between 11 square and 12 square? So how are you going to do this? You've done n is equals to 9, n plus 1 is 10. See, please, it is important that you write the steps. Okay, you have written the steps, but your steps are very like short. You are supposed to write the entire statement so that it's become clear to the invigilator or whoever is checking that what you are supposed to mention or what you're wanting to mention. So just write, if we consider n is equals to 9, so n plus 1 becomes 10. Now we know that wait, I'll just do it. Okay, both of you look here. If such questions comes, you're supposed to write it like this. Amar, please put on your camera. Look here. Okay, can you both hear me and see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's written, find the number of natural numbers. See, I'm going to teach you how to write the steps. So just write down the first statement. If we consider n is equals to 9, so n plus 1 becomes 10. Now write down the third statement. Now the number of natural numbers lying between 9 square and 10 square becomes, what is the formula? Amar, you tell me.
2n.
Very good. Becomes 2n. Thus, 2n is equals to 2 into 9 and answer comes out to be 18. So the number of natural numbers is 18. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Very good. Aswan, you have done it correctly. Now we shall move to the next one. 11 square and 12 square, you've done 22. This is also correct, but please from next time onwards, just write the steps as well. Okay? Okay, Aswan, you haven't done the fourth question. Find whether each of the following number is a perfect square or not.
Ma'am, I uploaded 2 sheet, ma'am. So it's in the second one.
Let
I uploaded 2 documents.
actually, Aswan, only one file has been uploaded. Only one file is showing here.
But I uploaded 2 files.
I guess maybe your file wasn't uploaded. Let me just recheck. No, Aswan. I guess mistakenly only one file has been uploaded. So no
Should
problem.
I resend it now?
Okay, you can just re-upload it now so we can discuss it.
Okay, my file.
Please re-upload it. Amar, by the time Aswan is re-uploading, you can just solve it right now. If you haven't solved it before, just solve the last question of the assignment that I gave you.
Okay.
The fourth question, if you can open your assignment, the last question says, find whether each of the following number is a perfect square or not. Okay, then please do it. Yes, Aswan.
Ma'am, since I already uploaded this file, now I can't upload anything, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. We'll just discuss it. Okay. Just look here. Please, both of you put on your camera. Just give me a minute. Okay. The question says, find whether each of the following number is a perfect square or not. So do you know how to solve this question? Aswan and Ammar, both of you.
Yes, ma'am.
How? Tell me. How are you supposed to solve this question? The first one is 121. How will you solve it? How will you tell me that this is a perfect square or not?
Now 121 is a perfect square because it ends with 1.
I'm sorry, I could not hear you, Aswan. Please repeat.
Now 121 is a perfect square because it ends with 1. Numbers that ends with 0, 1, 4, 5 or 9 are perfect squares.
Okay, that is one method, but see, Aswan, that method we already did few of the try these with that method. This question, this set of questions, we actually have to solve it by, I taught you the subtraction method in the previous class. Do you remember? I taught you the subtraction method that if you keep on subtracting the odd numbers from a given number, and in the last if you're getting 0, that means it is a perfect square. Do you remember that method?
Yes.
Yeah, Amar, what about you? Your video is off.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember I taught you the subtraction method that if you keep on subtracting consecutive odd numbers from this
Ma'am.
given number, and in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
last if you get 0, that means it is a
Yes, ma'am.
perfect square. Yeah, so from 121, what are you going to do? You will just subtract 121 minus 1 because 1 is an odd number. What you will get? 120.
20.
Yeah. Then what will you subtract from 120?
120 minus 3.
Very good. 3. What will you get?
117.
Very good. Then
5.
117 minus 5.
yeah, keep on telling.
112.
Okay, 112. Then 112 minus.
7.
7.
Okay, what do you get?
1 0 9 8 7 6 5.
105.
105.
10.
Yeah, you get 105. Then 105 minus.
9.
Very good.
9.
What do you get?
94.
96. Very good.
96.
96 minus.
11.
11.
What do you get?
85.
85. Okay, good. Then 85 minus.
30.
13.
What do you get? What will be your answer?
70. 70.
72. Okay. Then 72 minus 15.
50.
Tell me.
50.
I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am, 57.
Yeah, 57. Very good. Amar, you aren't answering. Please answer. 57 minus. What will I subtract?
17.
Very good. What will be my answer?
50.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 40. Then 40 minus 19.
21.
Okay, 21 minus 21. You get 0.
0.
Okay, see, I'm getting 0, 0 at the last. That means 121 is a perfect square. So you can write, since we get 0 on subtracting consecutive odd numbers from 121, hence it is a perfect square. Okay, you both get it? See, I'm solving the entire thing. I'm writing the entire thing only to explain you both how you are supposed to write it down. See, writing steps is very important in maths. Why? Because writing the steps, it helps the invigilator to understand what the student is trying to convey. So always, when whatever you are thinking, whatever you are solving, whatever concept you are using, just write it down. Do not think anything, just write down whatever you are using the concept as, just write it down. Okay, okay, now shall we move ahead? The remaining questions, Aswan and Amar, please re-upload. Aswan, you can delete the previous file because I've already checked that, and re-upload it. Re-upload the next page. Okay, I'll check it in check it before tomorrow's class. And Amar, you are supposed to upload the entire homework. Okay, and Aswan,
Ma'am,
from next time onwards, please make a PDF of whatever pages you are uploading. First, make a PDF out of it, and then upload the entire PDF.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am,
if you upload a single page at a time, I don't think the website will take it.
but once I upload one page, it is in there's an option called select more files.
I don't know about that thing, Asfan, because personally I don't upload things. It's the student who is uploading, and my work is to check that thing. So I guess uploading PDF would be better.
And now I did upload PDF, but I don't make it into one file.
Okay, then from next class onwards, we'll just try to figure out some solution of it. Okay, if you're not able to do it. Okay, now we are going to move ahead from today onwards. We are going to start with the next thing. See, in the last class, we studied all the patterns. We start what were the patterns? I taught you various patterns in previous class. What were the patterns? Okay, Amar, you tell me what was the first pattern that I taught you. What was the first pattern that I taught you?
ma'am,
Yeah, okay.
when we subtract odd numbers from any other odd number, we we get
No,
an even number.
no, Amar, that was one of the last pattern taught by me. I'm asking, please start from the first one. Amar, Asfan, do you remember the first pattern that I taught you?
Ma'am, I think first pattern was consecutive natural numbers.
Uh,
Pattern like in
it
addition and
was
subtraction.
triangular number. See, I'll just revise. The first pattern taught was adding triangular numbers. Do you both remember what were triangular
Yes,
numbers?
ma'am. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
If you both have any doubts, then we'll go through it, or I'll just name the patterns, okay? Because we've already studied them in detail in the previous class. The second one was numbers between square numbers. We just now solved a question for that as well. Numbers between square numbers. Okay? The formula was 2n. The first number is considered as n square, n, the second number as n plus 1, and the number comes out to be 2n. Okay, the third pattern that we discussed was adding odd numbers. Right, the fourth pattern we studied was a sum of consecutive natural numbers. See, the last thing that we were studying was this much: sum of consecutive natural numbers. Okay, we just go through it once again, and then we just study it. Sum of consecutive natural numbers. So do you both remember something about it? I started this topic, so I told you some basics about it. What was that? What did I tell you? Tell me, what did I tell you about some consecutive natural numbers? Can you both hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
If you know, then please answer. If you don't know, then please respond.
Ma'am, like when we add two numbers, like we get consecutive natural numbers.
Yeah. See, I'll explain you. Listen carefully, both of you. This rule basically states that the square of any number, consider 3 square. What is 3 square?
9.
9.
Yeah, it's 9. Consider 4 square.
16.
No, wait. We have odd numbers, okay? 5 square. 4 is not an odd number, so
25.
we take 5 square is 25. Then I have 7 square.
14.
49.
Yeah. Then 9 square.
81.
11 square.
121.
Okay.
121.
And 15 square.
255.
225. Okay, now listen very carefully. What I have is, these are some of the odd numbers, and I found out the square of few odd numbers here. I've written down the square. Now, the question is to write this square number as the sum of two natural numbers. So basically, I have to express 9 as the sum of any two consecutive natural number. What those consecutive natural numbers can be?
Ma'am,
Can there be any two consecutive natural numbers which
no, ma'am.
whose product can be subtracted, can be expressed as 9?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, there is.
3 plus 6?
Is 3 and 6 consecutive?
No.
See, I have 4 and 5. Just add 4 and 5.
9.
Yeah,
9.
it's 9. And 4 and 5 are also consecutive. That means there exist two natural numbers which are consecutive. And on adding them, I'm going to get an answer which is actually a square of an odd number. Okay. I'm just trying to build up the the concept. Are you both able to just grasp what I'm trying to build?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
See the concept. First of all, understand the concept. Then we'll go to the solution. What I'm trying to say is there exist two natural numbers which are consecutive. See, 4 and 5 are consecutive. Similarly, for 25, I will have 12 and 13. See, on adding 12 and 13, I get 25. And 12 and 13 are natural consecutive numbers. And 25 is actually the square of an odd number. That means if I am squaring any odd number, the answer that I will get, the answer can be expressed as the sum of two consecutive numbers. Right? Now the question comes that please find these numbers. If a teacher asks that find these numbers, what are you going to do? How will you find these numbers?
Add them.
See, the answer is very simple. There is a formula to find such numbers. What is that formula? Look here. You have just give me a second. I'll use another pen. Okay. You have 3 here. The odd number that I'm talking about is 3. So what you will do, you will just consider 3 square. Okay, you will take 3 as the base number. Now you have to find two numbers. So first number. How will you find the first number? It's very simple. You will just take this 3 square and you will subtract 1 from it. Okay, and then you will divide the answer by 2. What you will get? Solve it. Take 3 square. What is 3 square?
9.
Yeah, it's 9.
9.
Then 9 minus 1.
8.
8.
9 minus 1 is 8. And what is 8 upon 2?
4.
Yeah, it's
4.
4. See, my first answer, my first number came out to be 4. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
now let's find the second number. How can you find the second number? Just do the same step only, but instead of subtracting 1, now you're going to add 1. So just do 3 square plus 1 upon 2. Tell me the answer.
5.
3 square plus 1 is 10, and
10.
10 upon 2 is 5. So you got the
5.
second number as 5. See, you're getting 4 and 5, and I actually wrote the answer before only because I just wanted to explain the concept first and then the solution. But now you can do this thing on your own also. See, for example, let's find for 49. Let's find two consecutive number whose sum will give us 49. So tell me, 49 is the square of which number?
7.
7 square.
7.
Very good. So how will you find the first number? What is your base
7
number
square.
now?
7 square minus 1 divided by 2.
Okay, very good. What will be your answer? 7 square is 49. 49 minus 1 is 48. And then you divide it by 2. You get 24. Your first number comes out to be 24. Do you get this thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now we are going to find the second number. Okay, how will you find the second number? Tell me what
7 square plus
Yeah.
1.
7 square plus 1 by 2.
Yeah, very good. What will be my answer? 7 square plus 1 comes out to be?
49.
No, it comes out to be 50. You have to plus 1. Then you have to divide by 2. What do you get? 25.
20.
So what are the two numbers? The numbers are 24 and
25.
very good. Okay. So if I give you few questions, can you do them? If I give you few practice questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, be ready. I'll give different questions for both of you. Asfan, for you, the number is 21 square.
Okay, ma'am.
And for Ammar, your number is 13 square. Just follow the same drill. Have you both done?
No, ma'am. Finish, ma'am.
Okay, Asfan has done. Asfan, tell me what are your answers?
Ma'am, ma'am, 220 plus 221.
Please, can you just speak a little loudly?
Ma'am, 220 plus 221.
220 plus 221. Okay. We'll just cross check it. So for 21 square, what you're going to do is just do 21 square minus 1 upon 2. You're going to get 21 square is 441. 441 minus 1 upon 2. It's 440 upon 2, which comes out to be 220. Okay. And the next one is 21 square plus 1 upon 2. You're going to do 442 upon 2. You will get 221. Very good, Aswan. Very nicely done. Ammar, what about you?
One.
You just do it quickly. Amar, we can discuss it if you're not able to solve.
I am multiplying and it's taking.
Okay, okay. Just multiply. Please, by the time, mark that third and fourth question will be your homework of try these. Come to page 57 of your book.
Ma'am, 84 and 85.
84 and 84 and 85. Okay. Let's just check it. So what is 13 square?
169.
Yeah, so first of all, you're going to do 169 minus 1 upon 2. You will get 168 upon 2, 84. And then you're going to do 169 plus 1 upon 2. You get 170 upon 2, 85. Okay, your answers are correct. Very good, both of you. So I guess this concept is clear. So we've done the fourth property as well. Let's just revise. First of all, we studied the triangular numbers. Let's just go through it. We studied triangular numbers, done. Numbers between square numbers, done. Adding odd numbers, done. Sum of consecutive natural numbers, also done. Now we're going to come to the fifth property. We just have two of them left. Okay, so the fifth property, it states that actually it is like kind of a statement. Okay, and that statement says that if you have a number a, consider a number a, if you're going to add 1 to it, and then if you're going to subtract 1 from it, and then you're going to multiply both of them, the answer will be a square minus 1. It is a statement based property which states that if you have a number a, first you're going to add 1, then you're going to subtract 1, then you're going to multiply both of them. Whatever the answer comes out to be, it's going to be equal to this one, a square minus 1. We'll practice the questions from this. See, consider any number. For example, I take 12. Okay, now that means a is equals to 12, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'll just do a plus 1, then multiply with a minus 1. Answer should be equal to a square minus 1. Let's just solve it. What I have to do? A plus 1. So what's 12 plus 1?
13.
Yeah. Just give me a minute. 12 square minus 1. So 12 plus 1 is 13. What is 12 minus 1?
11.
Yeah,
11.
it's 11. What is 12 square? 144.
140.
Yeah. Then what is 13 into 11?
13 into 11, 144.
13 into 11 is 143.
Uh,
Okay. 144 minus 1. What is 144 minus 1?
143.
143. So is RHS equal to the LHS?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. That means this statement holds true. This is a correct property. We practiced an example as well. So did you understand? Please learn this statement. Very important. Just learn
Ma'am,
it.
can I write the statement down?
Yeah, sure. You can write it down.
Done.
Okay, now we shall move ahead. So this is the fifth property. I'll give you a few examples to do. Afterwards, let's just study the sixth property as well. See, the last property is basically a pattern. And what is that pattern? It's saying that if you, like you have 1 square, then you have 11 square, then 1 square, then 4 times 1 square, 5 times 1 square, 6 times 1 square, 7 times 1 square, and 8 nines 1 square. You can just keep on increasing it also. Your answers will. What is 1 square?
1.
Yeah, it's 1.
One.
So write down 1 over here. What is 11 square?
120.
121.
20.
Okay, then what is 111 square?
1021.
No, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. See, now I don't have to calculate the square of this thing. I don't have to multiply in the entire thing and then do it by the conventional method. I can just use this table. This table stays, you have to draw certain lines. See, the first line is this much. This is the first row. So you have 1, 2, 3, then you write 4. Then for this you write 5. Now you write 6, you write 7, and at last you just write 8. Okay, now complete this line also. Just write 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Similarly, this line, this one, okay. See, here it is one number. So I just wrote 1. Now the number increased. So I put 1 over here and 1 over here. Now again the number increased. So I put 1 over here and 1 over here. Again, one number increased. So I'll put 1 over here and 1 over here. Again, one more number increase. So see, now just complete this line first. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'll put 1 over here and 1 over here. Now it's 3. I have to complete this line. 2, 3, and 4. Here also 2, 3, and 4. Complete this. Now here I have to complete this one. So I'll put 2 over here and 3 over here. 2 over here, 3 over here. I'll put 1 here and 1 here. 2, 2, and at last I'll put 1. See, I'm getting a pyramid. There's a pattern, a pyramid resembling pattern. Can you both understand it? How I've drawn it?
Now can
Yes,
I write it?
No, Aswan, listen, you don't have to write it. If you have your NCRT book, it's already mentioned there. So you can take a look from there also. If you want the page number, I can tell you it's 57. On 57 page number, you'll find the exact pattern. Okay, there is also one more pattern which states 7 square. You have 7 square first. So 7 square is 49. Then you have 67 square. Put a 6 over here. So your answer is 4, 4, 8, 9. Okay. Then you have 6, 6, 7 square. Answer is, see, initially it was 1 times 4. Then it was 2 times 4. Now I write 4 times 4. 4, 4, 4. Then put 2 times 8. See, initially there was no 8. Then there's 1 8. Now there are 2 8s and 1 9. Okay. Then you have 6, 6, 6, 7 square. Please tell me what the answer should be now. How many 4s? How many
4
4s?
4s,
Yeah, very good. There should be 4 4s. How many
3
8s?
8s,
Very good. 3 8s. How many 9?
2.
2.
No, only 1 9. See, I'm not changing the number of 9s.
Oh,
The number of 9 is not supposed to change. Okay. Then 6, 6, 6, 6, 7 square. How many 4s?
5 fours. 5.
5 6.
Yeah. 4 times. It was initially 4 times. So now it should be 5
4
times.
8s.
4 times 8. 8, 8, 8, 8. And only 1 time 9. And then you can just keep on doing this pattern. Okay. Is this thing clear to both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now we studied all the properties. We studied all the 6 properties of the square numbers. If there is any doubt in all of these properties, you can just ask me. I'm giving you a minute to go through them, revise them. Then please ask me if there are any doubts.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you explain the sixth one again?
The sixth one is basically patterns. We are studying a few patterns. For example, it's not a property actually, it's just studying pattern that we have this table which says that if you square 1, you will get 1. Now, if you have to square 11, what you'll do? You will complete a series. We have a series which you can write down, and then you can find the answer of squaring the numbers which only has 1. See, all of these numbers, if I talk about these numbers, I only have 1 in them, right? It's 1, it's 11, 111, 111. See, all the numbers are actually having only 1. There is no other digit. There is no 2, no 3, no 4. So if you have such numbers, what you can do is you can refer to this table and then you can just write the answer directly. You don't have to do the conventional method of if I give you 111 square, you don't have to do all of this. Don't do it. Just refer to this table and solve your answer. Okay?
Okay.
Do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Asman, do
Yes.
you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So shall we move ahead now?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now we have finding the square of a number. That how are you supposed to find the square of any number? Okay. So I have the heading as finding square of a number. Okay. Now consider any number. Like I have 21. Okay. If you have to find the square of 21, one method is to multiply it 21 into 21. Okay. There is also one more method. This method I'm not going to explain. It's very basic. You just have to multiply both the numbers. The second method is basically that you have to break it down. Just write it as the sum of two numbers. Two very simple numbers. Just write down as the sum of 20 plus 1. Can I write 21 like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now put a whole square over this. Now tell me, can you just relate this thing, this statement as any property? There is one property, very famous mathematical property. What is that?
Associative.
A plus B square.
Ma'am, this is the property.
See, it's
I
actually
can.
A plus B square. What is A plus B square? We study properties in 7th class also. Don't you know, both of you?
Ma'am,
Algebraic equations. Okay,
yes,
no
ma'am,
problem.
algebraic.
No problem. Just look here.
Ma'am, I know algebraic equations.
Yeah, you know. Okay, very good. Then tell me, Aswan, do you know A plus B square?
Ma'am, a plus b square, I think it is the property, uh,
How do
common
you
property.
solve it? It's A square
Ma'am, a plus b square equals to a square plus b square equals to.
plus 2AB. This is how you're going to solve it. Okay. So if you have two numbers, Amar, listen carefully. Both of you just look here. Amar, please put on your camera. See, if you have two numbers, you have A and B, and then you have to do the whole square of both of them. So if you have A plus B whole square, you're going to solve it as A square plus B square plus 2AB. Please learn this property. In the next class, I'm going to ask you this. Okay, both of you. So you have a square plus b square plus 2ab. So now I've written 20 plus 1 whole square. This is also actually a plus b square only. So what I'm going to do, consider 20 plus 1 square. How will I solve it? I will do 20 square, then I will do 1 square, then I will do 2 into 20 into 1. Do you understand this? Why have I written like this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Amar, see, what I did was I had to find the square of 21. Okay, so what I did, instead of directly multiplying, one way was I just directly multiply 21 into 21 and found out the answer. But see, this is a very conventional method. Now it's time that we learn few others method of finding the squares. Okay, and what is that? Just break down 20, break down and write it as the sum of two numbers. So the basic numbers that I can write down is 20 and 1. So I broke down 21 and I wrote down as 20 plus 1. Okay. And then I put a whole square over the entire thing. I just put a whole square. I wrote 20 plus 1 and there was a square over here. So I'll just put bracket and I'll put the whole square. Can I write 21 square as 20 plus 1 whole square? Do you understand this thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, see, we have in algebraic expressions, we study that if we add two numbers and put a whole square over them, then to solve them, we have a certain property. You can use this thing. You have this formula, a plus b square. This is a formula, Amar. Okay, just consider it as a formula. You have a plus b whole square. So how you're going to solve it? You will do a square, then you will do b square, and then you will multiply a and b with 2. Okay, so now come back to this thing. Come back to this thing. Now tell me what is a over here.
20.
20.
Yeah, a is 20. What is b over here?
1.
1.
1. Now can I use this thing? I'm just using this formula. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you're muted.
okay, what I'll do, I will just consider 20 as a and 1 as b. Now I'll solve it this way only. 20 plus 1 whole square comes out to be 20 square because it was a square plus b square plus 2ab. A square is 20. So 20 square plus b square. B was 1. So 1 square plus 2 into a into b. 2 into 20 into 1. Now do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Asfan, what
Yes,
about
ma'am.
you? Okay, very good. Now we're going to solve it. Okay, what is 20 square?
Ma'am, 400.
Yeah, 400. What is 1 square?
1.
1 only. What is 20 into 2?
40.
20.
40. Into 1 is 40 only. Okay, now just add these number 40 plus 40 plus 1. 400 plus 40 plus 1.
Ma'am, 440.
441.
Yeah, you have 441. Okay, so 441. Right?
Yes.
So see, we calculated the square of 21 without actually solving it. Okay, so can you do a few more questions like this?
Ma'am, so is this formula important?
I'm sorry, Aswan, I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am, so is this formula important like when doing problems?
Yeah, you can use this formula while doing problems. Is that what you're trying to ask?
No, ma'am, I was asking like, is this formula important or can we like do the normal way by multiplying
How can
that
we?
same number?
No, see, right now our main concern is to learn few more types or few more ways through which we can find the squares. Okay, so you have 21 square. One way to since childhood that in order to find 21 square, you will do 21 into 21. That is a very conventional way. You know that already. But now it's time that we learn some new ways. And what are those new ways? One of them is this, that what you did, you just wrote 21 as the sum of two numbers, which is 20 plus 1 whole square. And then in order to solve this thing, it is very important that you use this formula. Without this formula, you cannot do this. Okay? Did you get your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now, I'll give you one question. Both of you, please be attentive and you'll have to solve it. Okay. Do 42 square with this method. Please find 42 square using this method. I'll write down this formula for now because you both don't know. Okay, this is the formula. I've written it down. Please use it. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Amar.
ma'am, in this question, we'll write 40 as A and 40 and 2 as B, or
Yeah.
we'll write 41 as A and 1 as B.
See, you can do both the ways. You can write it as 40 plus 2 also, and you can write it as 41 plus 1 also. But now, Amar, just tell me which is easier to solve. Is when you will do this, you will get 40 square. And when you will do this, you will get 41 square. Now, which is easier to do? 40 square or 41 square?
40 square.
Yeah, this is simpler method. So just follow this. Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, so now we have to do in that 2AB, we have to do 2 into 40.
Yeah, you will write 2 into 40 into 2 because it's 2AB. So 2 into 40 and B is 2. So 2 into 40 into 2.
Okay.
Have you both done?
Is the answer 176?
Okay, I'm sorry, I was actually mute. Amar, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Please put on your camera. We are discussing. See, 42 square comes out to be 40 plus just give me a minute, students. Okay, it comes out to be 40 plus 2 whole square. You solved it as 40 square plus 2 square plus 2 into 40 into 2. 40 square comes out to be 1600 plus 4 plus 160. Answer comes out to be 1800. I'm sorry, I just made some mistake.
How did we get 160?
Just give me a second, child. Okay, so 42, it can be written down as a 40 plus 2 whole square. Now it comes out to be 40 square plus 2 square plus 2 into 40 into 2. Okay, what is 40 square? It's 1600.
1600.
Okay, what is 2 square? It's 4. Plus, you have to do 2 into 40 into 2. Comes out to be 160. Then you have to add all of them. You have to do 4 here and then 6 here, 7 here and 1 here. I'm sorry, I did a little mistake previously. It will be 1764. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
is
Yes,
that what
ma'am.
the answer is?
Ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now, that's all what we had to discuss for today. We'll be continuing the next thing from the next session. Now, it's very important. Please, both of you pay attention. Please pay attention what I'm going to speak. Okay, now Asfan and Amar, I'm going to upload a homework for you both, an assignment. Please check that assignment and positively submit that assignment before tomorrow's class. Okay, I'll be giving a few questions because we've completed one exercise. Okay, so for that exercise, I'm going to give you a set of questions. Please do them positively before tomorrow's class and also submit them. And Amar, you are supposed to submit your previous homework as well, right? We are going to discuss that homework first and then we are going to proceed with the next topic. Do you both understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now we shall leave our class. We shall continue tomorrow. Bye.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
you told something in the middle of the